Hi everyone and welcome back to another video. So in today's video we're gonna cover SubKiller Zane, so let's go over it guys. So in this build we're gonna use mainly the SNTNL Cryo Build, which gonna give us tons of damage. So for this build we're gonna use the plasma coil. We are also gonna use the Hairwalker. I love this one, amazing weapon. So next we have the back burner. We have it in splash damage annoyance because it's a rocket launchers and the splash damage annoyance are freaking great on them. So we have a bunch of plague bearer and also all the back burner. We have all the elements for those two ones. We also have a bunch of light throw in all the elements, freaking great weapon. And next we have the free radical. So if you compare this one to a plasma coil, as you can see the damage on this card is freaking crazy. And next we have the crit. So I love this weapon because it has a freaking good utility, which is to heal you. It's basically a moxie weapon, so that's what it does. So next we also have a bunch of monarch. We have them in all the elements, and this weapon is a beast. So next we have the OPQ system, which is a weapon from the Cartels event. This weapon is a must-have. And next we have the reflux. I love this shotgun. It's locked into corrosive, but it does not matter. For groups of enemies and whatnot, you're gonna shot everything. So next we have the conference call. So we have it in fire and cryo. I didn't find one into corrosive, so I put one into cryo with next to my corrosive. And this one is in fire. It's basically in order to one-tap bosses such as Graveward with Eraser and whatnot, you're gonna destroy them. So next we have the back burners and plague bearers, and finally the Sandok, which is probably the strongest sniper in the game. So we are done with the weapon guys, so let's go over the gear. So first of all, for the shield we have the Revolter, which is freaking amazing on Zane, since we're able to spam our action skill and whatnot. That's why we also have a bunch of breakable shields, such as the Frozen Heart, Frozen Snowshoe, Nova Burner for Nova shields and whatnot, and also an Infernal Witch, because like the Revolter, this thing is nasty. So we also have a Transformer if you want to use splash damage, such as the Shock Back Burner and Shock Plague Bearer, or also the Shock Element on the Plasma Coil, or perhaps the Free Radical. And finally we have a bunch of All Gods with all the ACs on them, so that way you have choices. So for the nades I've put only Hunter Seekers. Again, for Zane the grenades does not matter since we are not able to throw them. So their only purpose is to give you a second AAC, so that's why you have all the AACs on them. For the artifact I've put a Snowdrift Victory Rush for running around damage and mobbing, because it's freaking great. I pretty much use it everywhere. I've also put a Cut Burst Launchpad in order to regen ammo. I did put an Elemental Projector Victory Rush because it's a freaking good one for damage. And for damage I've also put a Pearl of Ineffable Knowledge. And finally the Toboggan. I freaking love this one because it's basically like the Snowdrift, but it also gives you amp on your damage, so yeah. And finally for the class mod we have a Seeing Dead, an Anti-Freeze and a Spy. I do prefer use the Seeing Dead overall because it's more damage, but the Anti-Freeze I don't really like to use it, and the Spy it's freaking great since we are using our Mantis Cannon and we are spamming it. It's freaking great too. And that's it for all the gear guys, so let's go over the skill tree. So for the green tree we did put nothing inside it because we don't need anything in it. We can still use barrier if we want to amp even more, or shots and whatnot. And next we have the purple tree. So it's in this one that I've put the new 7 points that we can put. We are down to Oman Flint because it's a freaking great skill. We also put 3 points into Eraser. We put 5 after 5 into the Art of War, 5 after 5 into Domino Effect. We also took Fugitive. We put 3 points into Tunnel Evasion, 5 points into Commitment. This one is a must-have. We put 5 points into Headsman's End, and finally Man's of Focus. So since we are using Mantis Shoulder Cannon, we are using it with the Colder Shoulder Ornaments and also the Brain Drain Ornament. So let's move on to the blue tree. So for the blue tree we are using the Sentinel with the Winter's Drone and also the Bad Dose. In this tree we are down to Madcap with Death Follows Close. We also put only 1 point into Good Misfortune, no need to put more. 5 points into Violence, and also 2 points into Playing Dirty, and of course we took Seeing Red. Only 1 point into Salvation, no need to put more in it. We put 5 points into Cool Hand, 5 points into Violent Speed, and finally 5 points into Violent Momentum. So let's go over the red tree. So for the red tree we did put what we could inside this one, which is 5 points into Synchronicity, in order to move down the tree, 5 points into Donnybrook, and finally 1 point into Duct Tape mode. It's for getting immunity to all the mage basically, and I also advise you to get as many points on your class mode and from your skill points into Donnybrook, that way you're gonna destroy everything. I did manage to get only 3 points from my class mode, but you could get 5 points into this one, so 10 out of 5, which will be freaking strong. So that's it for the skill tree, guys. I really hope you'll enjoy this one. If you do, then please be sure to drop a like, a comment and a sub, because that will help me a lot and I will really appreciate that, guys. Sorry for the lack of builds of yesterday and the day before, but we're back, so again, sorry for that. And yeah, guys, that's it for today. So I really wanna hear from you which build you think I should do in the next one, so let me know in the comment section down below. And with that said, guys, I really hope to catch you in the next one, so take care.